Morning, everybody. This is Bill from Lomita Feed. We thought we'd do a quick little update since we have some new stuff and there's some rumors going around. So I thought I'd dispel a couple of the rumors and introduce you to a couple of the new products. Hope everybody out there is doing well. Thankfully, COVID seems to be getting a little bit in our rearview mirror, and hopefully the masks will go along with that at some point in time. I think that most of us are tired of that. But shavings, transportation has become difficult. Freight is extremely pricey across the board. Anybody can take a look at all the container ships sitting out there in LA Harbor and realize that trucking right now is at a premium. Because of that, truckers can charge what they want, and they are. If you don't want to pay it, they move along to the next guy who will. There is no shortage of freight for them to carry right now. And unfortunately, we're falling into that category as well. Thankfully, our hay deliveries have been consistent. Shavings have been tougher to get because that is generally contracted out. So what we decided to do is we are going to carry a couple of different manufacturers instead of just sticking kind of with the Pacific Coast Shavings, the Pro Pick and the White Pine, which we've done forever. So we have agreed with Santa Ynez to start carrying some of their products, and one of them is the white fur, which we'll pan over and show you in just a minute. We're also now carrying another mini flake from Mallard Creek, and part of the reason for that is that America's Choice, the plant itself, has been out of production now for about 2 weeks. They had originally said for 4. Last I heard, it was going to be 8. And that's creating a backlog everywhere. Since they're out of production, people can't buy from them, so that means they're going to other sources like the Mallard Creek and stuff. The Taylor Select, which we have carried for a while, is a product we really like, but unfortunately because of freight, that comes from the Midwest. It's just not financially viable at this point in time. The shavings cost too much for what they are, so we need to source something from this area. Along the same lines is the hay. Thankfully, since the people that we work with, some of them have their own trucks, it has not been as much of an issue for us as it is for other people. But mind you, I've been telling everybody this for the last couple of months. This is coming. Hay is going to become difficult to get. That being said, I want people to not panic. We are going to find hay. We are going to have hay. Alfalfa, anything grown in California is going to become more difficult. And it's because of the water restrictions that the state has put on the farmers. The farmers don't have enough water to grow enough stuff. Therefore, we have to try to bring it in from out of state. There's where your freight problem comes into play. So it is going to become difficult. I already know that orchard is going to become extremely hard to source. The person that we always get it from, because we go grower direct on it, has told me already we will be out come March. They will not harvest until June. So therefore, we have to find another source for that. I've located that, but I'm having trouble getting a trucker to run it down here. So alfalfa will become difficult because alfalfa is generally grown in California. It's a low desert hay, and it falls into the water problem that the farmers are going to have. The Timothy, it comes from Diamond Valley, Nevada, and as long as we have trucks to haul it, we will have that. That part will not be a problem. The grower, Matt Morrison of M&C Hay, is wonderful. We love working with him. We've been working with him consistently now for many months, and that should not be a problem. So people saying that they've heard that we're going to run out of something, if we're going to run out of it, I promise you, I will let you know. But unless you hear it from me, it is not true. So We will have stuff, it might get thinner. We might not have the selection. We will not have Timothy Primo and Timothy Special. The drought caused no special to be harvested. So when this special runs out, it will be out for a year, but we will have the Timothy Primo. The alfalfa will become thinner. I do anticipate that Newberry Springs we will still have, hopefully no matter what. The Special and the Primo, we might be limited to one, not both. So we'll just see how that part goes. So that's why we had the backdrop of our beautiful alfalfa Primo while I was going on that long soliloquy. So this is the Mallard Creek mini flake right here. This is what it looks like. It is not milled quite as fine as the Pro Pick. It has a little more heartwood in it, but everybody that has used it, that has given us feedback, says they like it. It works just as well. So this is a really good substitute. It is 50 cents more per bale, but it's 1 cubic foot more in each bag as well. So you're actually getting more for a tiny bit more money. So if you do it on a cubic foot basis, sorry about the bad turn there. If you're doing it on a cubic foot basis, this actually turns out to be cheaper. This is the Santa Ynez this is a white fir softwood shaving. The difference with that is that some horses have a sensitivity to pine resin. This will not have it since it is a fir product. It is comparable in size to the white pine, but this is a tiny bit chunkier. So the white pine is more of a true shaving. This is more like a chipped shaving and is not as dust free. So for small animals, we still recommend the white pine. It's the most dust free one that we have. This is our wonderful orchard that we love. This comes from Smith Valley, Nevada. This is the one that is going to run out, I've been told, come March. They're already thin, figure it might be February. I have located another source outside of Gardnerville, Nevada, and as soon as I can get it here, we're going to be trying that one. That one is an overseeded orchard blend that is naturally irrigated from river water, and it is naturally fertilized, meaning that they spread no fertilizer themselves. When they do the final cut on it, they cut it so that there is some inches of stubble left. They let the cattle come through, eat it. Cattle leave what they've digested, they turn that into the ground. That's the fertilizer, so it's naturally fertilized. So I'm looking forward to getting that, and hopefully that will be soon. And I think that for right now, that kind of covers it. Was that it, Stephanie? We have Stephanie behind the camera today. Eden has gone on to greener pastures. And well, we'll try and do updates just to let you know what's going on. But for right now, no panic, everything's fine. And if there becomes any cause to worry, I will let everybody know first. But I will do everything I can to make sure that we have hay year-round, because the people's animals are absolutely the number one thing for me. So anyway, from Lomita Feed, this is Bill saying, for Huell Howser, goodbye everybody.